Okay, are you all able to see the screen? Can I have a quick response? Brilliant. So are you all able to see the screen now?
Yes, sir, we can see.
Okay. So first of all, a very warm welcome to all the children who are there with me today. I hope English as a language of communication shall be a comfortable language to all the students. Is that okay? Yes. Okay. So what shall we talk about today? One couple of quick checks, Sanga sir. We've got approximately 1 hour time.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go at a relatively slower pace. I believe all the children who are with me today, they all are either from class 11 or from class 12. And this
Yes,
session
sir.
which I have created, the presentation which I've created is most suitable for these children. What I'm going to discuss in today's session is a self-assessment tool where each one of you will be in a position to assess that whichever set of subjects you have taken, whether you've taken physics, chemistry, mathematics, or you've taken physics, chemistry, biology, or you've taken account, statistics, business studies, economics, or you have taken humanities subjects like history, geography, political science, sociology, psychology, philosophy, and so on. Are you the right candidate for that particular set of subjects? After we discuss this self-assessment tool, where you will get more clarity about yourself as a candidate, I will discuss with you number of options across board for students who can pursue their graduation degrees after having taken the combination of science subjects or commerce subjects or arts and humanities subjects. Overall, in today's presentation, I am going to talk to you about 21 different verticals of higher education which are available for graduation after grade 12. Right? Till here, we are all comfortable. We are okay. Shall we go ahead? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, Sanga sir, one quick thing. I am just putting you on mute because there is these kids are a little bit whispering. So there is a lot of feedback which is coming to me on my speaker system. Since you are a co-host, anytime when you wish to ask any question or you wish to intervene in something, please feel free, unmute yourself, and then put across your query.
Sure, sir.
So you can put yourself on mute. So perfect. So as we all know that after 10th in the current central board system, either you go ahead and take up science A group where you study subjects which are combination of physics, chemistry and mathematics, or you take up science B group where you study combination of physics, chemistry, biology, or you study commerce related subjects or arts, humanities related subjects. When we talk about career on a larger perspective, on a larger scale, there are 4 parameters which are extremely important for each of the student to understand about self in order to take the right decision as far as career is concerned. Those 4 parameters are like 4 pillars of a building structure. And I hope you all understand that even if one pillar of a building structure is weak, the chances of the building collapsing and or being unstable become very high. So you must understand your orientation, your aptitude, personality, and interest. Since this entire tool is quite a lengthy tool, I will talk to you about the two main pillars, which are the orientation and aptitude, in detail with you. If you are able to even figure out these two things about yourself, I'm sure 90% of the students will have clarity onto what stream, vertical, career option they should proceed ahead as far as their graduation is concerned. First, let us understand the word orientation. When we talk about orientation, we divide children in three broad categories. The first category of children are children whom we call are academic oriented. Children who love to study, read, watch educational videos, do a lot of research, spend a lot of time on books and or academia. They are children whom we call are academic oriented children. They are children who are studious, who all the time find or the method of grasping knowledge in their case is more academic oriented. They are comfortable spending long hours with books and or computers. They are academic oriented children. Second category of children are children who are not that much into academics. They are more comfortable in talking, discussing, debating, arguing, interacting. So we say their primary source of knowledge gaining is interaction based. It is not that much academic based. They are children who are social creatures. They can easily relate to other people and they find it comfort even if they have to talk to strangers or interact with strangers. These children are children whom we call are people oriented children. And the third category of children are children who are neither too much into academics nor too much into practical oriented people orientation, but they are more practical oriented children. They neither like more to interact nor like more to study, but they like spending time in practical hands-on skill-based things like drawing, dance, art, craft, music, sports, acting, mimicry, cookery, photography, filmmaking, cinematography, writing, and so on. They're children who are always interested in doing something which is new and innovative. They are known as practical oriented children. Now, the best part is all these three orientations are there in every child. First thing which you need to understand is your highest in which orientation, second high at which one, third high at which one. There also could be children who are a combination of two orientations at a common level or a single level. The third orientation may be higher or maybe lower than that. There could also be children who are a beautiful mixture of all three orientations. This is what we call as orientation graph. So how do you define your orientation graph? If I give you three standalone tasks to be performed, one, I give you something related to studies to be done. Second, I give you a task of interaction. And third, I tell you to do something which is practical. Out of these three given tasks, which task will you pick up as your first priority? That is your highest orientation. Which task will you pick up as your second priority? And which task will be your least priority? This we also call as task prioritization graph. And if you will choose one of the things amongst two, depending upon what task it is, in that case, you can say that those two orientations are at a common level. The third may be higher or lower than that. If you have understood my talk carefully in last couple of minutes, I'm sure each one of you will be in a position to understand what is your orientation graph. Now, whether we share this with our parents, with our teachers or not is a separate issue. But from your inside, I'm sure you would know what is your orientation graph. If you've understood orientation, we move to the second step or the second pillar of career building, what I call as aptitude. We all would have heard this word aptitude, but we have never tried to get deep into understanding what does aptitude mean. Well, let me spend 30 seconds to explain you what is aptitude. When you must have seen, or you must have you may be able to recall your childhood. If you are not able to recall your childhood, then you might have seen your younger brother or sister growing up. Even if you have not seen your younger brother and sister growing up, you might have seen any one of your relatives children grow up. So look at few children who on their growing age of year level at 3, 4, 5, you can very categorically see few children, or a categoric difference between few children. There is one child who is always interested in breaking open the toys and seeing how that toy works. So that child is always fascinated with cars, helicopters, bikes, and so on. There is another child who is not interested in such toys at all. That child is interested in drawing, painting, sketching, doodling, crafting. And there's another child who is neither interested in drawing, sketching, painting. That child is showing more inclination towards asking questions. So the child is very inquisitive. Well, if you categorically see, none of the factors actually influence any one of this child to become the way he or she is. Nobody tells the first child to go and break the toys. Nobody tells the second child to go and paint. Nobody tells the third child to, what we call go and ask questions. This is something as definition, what we call as a natural bent of mind. And this is what is aptitude. As you grow, these aptitudes get converted into subject areas. So I can give you a beautiful example. Look into your class, maybe at grade 10 level. There was definitely one child in the class who always got highest marks in mathematics. And there was always another child in the class who always got maximum marks in history, or for that matter, maximum marks in economics. And as a candidate, somebody else was putting in also a lot of efforts and struggle, but still did not get those many marks. What is the difference? The difference is natural bent of mind. Child who is able to consume mathematics subject easily, comfortably, quickly is the child whom we could say that has higher aptitude in mathematics as a subject. So to understand it a little more, till 10th grade, any board you study in, any country you study in, you are primarily exposed to 5 categories of subjects. You're exposed to mathematics, you're exposed to sciences, which include physics, chemistry, and biology. You're exposed to social sciences, which include history, civics, geography, and economics till 10th grade level. You're exposed to languages, where you study English, Hindi, or any other regional language. And you are exposed to practical skill-based subjects, which could be art, craft, electronics, carpentry, sports, computer programming, dance, acting, and so on. Whichever subject out of this bouquet you are able to consume comfortably and easily are the subject group which you can say you have high aptitude in. Now, 2 things I have explained you. One is orientation, second is aptitude. Have a self understanding about these 2 areas about yourself, and based on that you should take a choice of what you should go ahead. Now, at present, many of you might have taken science subjects, many of you might have taken commerce subjects, Many of you might have taken humanities subjects. Well, what I have done is I have broken higher education in 21 different verticals, which I have put down on your screen in an alphabetical order. So one of the courses which you can get into is agricultural sciences, following which would be architecture, arts, humanities, social sciences, business management, commerce and finance, computer applications, defense forces, design fine arts, economics, engineering and technology, hotel management, law, liberal studies, mass communication, medicine and surgery, paramedical sciences, performing arts, pure sciences, rehabilitation sciences, sports and physical education, and veterinary sciences. Since all of you are from grade 11 and 12, rather than defining it from the subject combinations which you have already taken, I will take you through these verticals separately. So what I'm going to talk about each vertical is, number one, what are the qualities required in a candidate who is the right fit for that particular vertical. So those qualities will include your orientation, aptitude, personality, and interest. Next to that, since you are all 11, 12 kids, you are curious to know what are the degree options which we can do after finishing grade 12. So I will talk to you about the degrees which are available. And again, because you're 12 kids, you are curious to know what will be the admission processes, what is the eligibility criteria, are there any entrance exams which you have to give to get in admission in any particular vertical or any particular course. So I will briefly talk about that. So let's get going. First, let's talk about agricultural science. Who is the right candidate to take up agricultural science? As far as orientation is concerned, you need to be a combination of academic and practical orientation. People orientation, even if it's low, does not matter. Aptitude, you should have a special affinity towards botany. Your interest should be in plants and life sciences, and your personality should be the personality where you can initially work hard on your academics and then in due course work hard in physical format when you are working in the field or on the field. If you fit into these qualities, agricultural sciences could be a very good option for you. In agricultural sciences, there are two kind of degree programs. One is a BSc degree program where you can have multiple specializations like agriculture, horticulture, sericulture, forestry, home science, community science, food, nutrition, and dietetics. And as far as BTech is concerned, you can have specializations like agricultural engineering, food technology, dairy technology, and biotechnology. Looking at the entry procedure, the eligibility is 10 plus 2, either with a physics, chemistry, mathematics, or with a physics, chemistry, biology combination. In India, at national level, to get into a BSc program, there is an exam which is conducted by ICAR, known as AIEEA. And for BTech, one has to appear for JEE main entrance exam. Plus, lot of private universities conduct their own entrance exams, and number of states conduct their separate entrance exams for generally the BTech programs. For BSc programs, many states in the area of agricultural sciences may also admit students based on 10 plus 2 class merit, right? Moving to architecture, who is the right candidate whose orientation is high on academic and practical? Aptitude should be creative. Interest should be in buildings, building structures, engineering, drawing, and obviously personality should be where you can sit and study for long hours and work for long hours. In architecture, the eligibility criteria is 10 plus 2 with combination of physics, chemistry, and mathematics. There are three kinds of degree programs available. One is a B.Arch, that is Bachelor of Architecture, which is a 5-year program. And the admission in Bachelor of Architecture is through either a national level test known as NATA, or you can give JEE main paper 2 for NITs, and followed by an AAT exam if you want to get into architecture in IITs. Beyond architecture, there are 2 other degree options which I include under this head. One is Bachelor of Interior Design, BID, and third is Bachelor of Planning, that is B-Plan. Next, we come to Arts, Humanities, or Social Sciences. Who is the right candidate for this? Whose combination of academic people and practical orientation. The child has affinity towards theory, interest in reading and writing, and good with observation and exploration. If these qualities match you, then getting into the area of arts, humanities, social sciences is the right option. Within arts, humanities, social sciences, what all can be done? One can go for a BA or a BA honors program in various specializations, which may include applied psychology, archaeology, economics, education, family and child welfare, geography, history, industrial relations, personal management, journalism, and mass media. You can graduate in any of the Indian language like Hindi, Urdu, Bengali, Sanskrit, Gujarati, Tamil, or a foreign language like English, French, German, Spanish, Arabic. Beyond that, you can graduate in literature, linguistics, museology, philosophy, physical education, yoga, political science, psychology, public administration, social work, or sociology. These are pure humanities or BA courses. You can also go for a BA degree in some of the skill-based courses like hotel management, culinary arts, dance, music, acting, or sports. There is another beautiful program known as BA LLB, which is a 5-year integrated law program, which a student passing out from 11th, 12th humanities can pursue. At national level, most of the most of the universities or colleges take admission based on 12th marks. Any candidate coming from any combination of subjects in 11th, 12th can get admission into a BA or arts and humanities program. There are few colleges at the national level which take their own entrance exam. This include Humanities Social Sciences entrance exam conducted by IIT Madras. Tata Institute of Social Sciences conduct BAT. There is another centralized test which has started in India, which is conducted by NTA, National Testing Agency, known as CUET. The full form is Common University Entrance Test. With this test, in 2022, there were 76 universities which took admission in their undergraduate programs. I'm sure that number is going to keep increasing year on year. As you might have heard about SAT at international level or ACT as an international level, same way in India, now the centralized test which the government is planning to execute across universities is CUET. And as I said, few other universities may have their own exams for admission in arts and humanities programs. Coming to business management, if you are a combination of academic people and practical orientation, all three, you have affinity towards analysis, observation, you have interest in business, and you have got very good leadership and team skills both, then business management could be a very good option for you. The degrees available for business management could be 3-year BBA, BBA honors, Bachelor of Management Studies, Bachelor of Business Studies, or you could go for a 5-year integrated BBA plus MBA program. The admission process is open for any candidate of 10+2. Few colleges may expect you to have studied either mathematics or statistics as a compulsory subject in 11th, 12th for admission in business management program. In India, there are 5 IIMs which are supposed to be the mecca of management education, who offer 5-year integrated program in management. Those IIMs conduct an exam known as IPM80, that is Integrated Program in Management Aptitude Test. Also, couple of them take another entrance exam known as JIPMAT, that is JIPMAT. Except that the 3-year business management programs, their private universities conduct their own entrance exams, where Narsimhanji has its own entrance exam, NPAT, Symbiosis has its own entrance exam, SET, Manipal has its own entrance exam, MET, Christ University has its own entrance exam, CUET, KIIT Bhubaneswar has its own entrance exam, MSU Baroda has its own entrance exam, and so on and so forth. Coming to commerce, if you are a very strongly academic oriented child, you have affinity towards mathematics and statistics, you have interest in finance, and you have liking for data and numbers, then commerce or commercial studies could be an excellent option for you. The degrees which you can do in the domain of commerce and finance include BCom, or you can go for a BBA or a BSc in finance. Eligibility is 10 plus to any stream. Few colleges may expect you to have studied either mathematics or statistics as a compulsory subject in 11th, 12th. Mostly admissions are based on 12th marks merit. Few private universities may have their own entrance exams like Narsimhanji, Christ, Bharati Vidyapeeth, Alliance University, Jain University, Sri Satya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, and so on. And the common entrance exam, that is CUET, obviously also becomes applicable for BCom admissions across India. As I shared with you, in 2022, there were 76 universities who took admission for their undergraduate programs through CUET. And year on year, I'm sure this number is expected to rise. Coming to computer applications, a candidate who is a combination of practical and academic orientation, somebody who has affinity towards coding, computer languages, your thought process is very logical and analytical, and you have a quality of, or rather the ability to sit on a chair and work on a PC or a keyboard for long hours, then computer application could be a very good option. Now here I see a lot of children taking up wrong combination of subjects in 11th, 12th, because somewhere their final destination is to get into the area of computer applications. Just to set the things in the right perspective, if you want to become a computer engineer or you want to become a part of computer applications, then taking up science subjects is not compulsory. You can even take computer applications after commerce, or even for that matter after humanities or arts. The degrees available are Bachelor of Computer Application, BBA in Information Technology Computer Sciences, BCom in Information Technology Computer Sciences, BSc in Information Technology or Computer Sciences, or you can go for an integrated BSc, MSc or BCA, MCA program. As I said, in computer applications, eligibility criteria is 10 plus to any stream. There is no fixed requirement of science. Most of the admissions are based on 12th marks, and few private universities may have their own entrance exams. Coming to defense forces, if you are a combination of academic people and practical orientation, you have affinity towards adventure, sports, you have interest in crisis handling, you're good at leadership, physical fitment, mental strength, then defense forces could be a very good option. For defense forces, students have to appear for an exam known as NDA, that is National Defense Academy, which is available to all boys and girls after grade 12. And once you qualify that, then you get either a BA or a BSc or a BE degree, after which you can join Indian Army, Air Force, or Navy. Coming to design and fine arts, if you're a very strongly practical oriented child, you have affinity towards art and drawing, interest in creativity, and you have got very strong visualization and observation power, then design and fine arts could be an excellent option. The degrees available in design and fine arts include Bachelor of Fine Arts, Visual Arts, Applied Arts, Interior Design, Creative Arts, and last but not the least, Bachelor of Design, BDes. In this, there could be a lot of specializations, which may include animation film design, ceramic and glass design, exhibition design, fashion design, film, communication, video, fashion design, furniture and interior design, graphic design, industrial and product design, jewelry and accessory design, textile design, apparel design, and so on. Eligibility criteria is 10 plus 2 any stream, and most of the institutions in India would have their own entrance process, which will include a written exam, portfolio assessment, followed by an interview. Next is economics. If somebody is very strongly academic oriented, has affinity towards mathematics and economics, you have interest in research, and you have interest in data analysis and presentation. Just to tell you, some of the world's highest paid jobs are in the domain of data analytics, data statistics, big data, data mining, and two kind of people are the right people to get into these areas. One, people coming from computer applications background, and second, people coming from economics background. In India, 2 degrees in economics available are BA or a BSc honors. Mostly admissions are based on 12th marks, and any candidate from 10 plus 2 can join economics as a course. Next, coming to your most favorite engineering. If you are very strongly academic oriented, you have affinity towards mathematics and science, you have interest in machines, gadgets, latest machinery, happenings in the technology world, and you have the ability to sit and work for long hours, then in engineering, you can go for a BE or a BTech. You can go for integrated BE, ME, BTech, MTech. You can also go for Bachelor of Fashion Technology, BFTech, which is a degree program offered by NIFTs, that is National Institute of Fashion Technology. Eligibility criteria, as you all know, is 10 plus 2 physics, chemistry, mathematics. Primary exams include JEE Main, followed by JEE Advanced. You can also give some private university exams like BITSAT, VIT, SRM, SIT, NPAT, MET, KIIT, and so on. Also, as I already shared, many states may have their own entrance exams. Coming to hotel management, if you're strongly practical people-oriented child, you have inclination towards cooking, you have interest in various cuisines, and you have got excellent taste buds. That means you're not only interested in just eating, but you're also interested in cooking and further serving people. Then hotel management, you can go for a 3-year or a 4-year degree with different names. Eligibility criteria is 10 plus 2 any child. Most of the universities will conduct their own entrance exams. And there is a National Council of Hotel Management in India, which conducts a centralized exam for more than 65 central government sponsored, state government sponsored, and private institutions. That exam is known as NCHM Joint Entrance Exam. The first one, that is NCHM JEE. Next, we talk about law. If you are a very strongly academic and people-oriented child, you have inclination towards reading and writing, you have interest in politics and social issues, and you are a very logical child, then law could be an excellent option. In India, after 12th, you can go for these 6 degrees in law, where BA LLB, BB LLB, BCom LLB, and BSW LLB are available to child from any background. Only BSc LLB and BTech LLB are available to students coming from science background. Eligibility, as I said, overall, if I look at, is 10 plus 2 any stream. Most of the institutions will have their own entrance exams. One of the national level entrance exam, which is conducted by consortium of 22 national law universities, is known as CLAT, that is Common Law Admission Test. Next is liberal studies. Now, this is a very interesting concept. Well, you must have all seen that when you get into a college, your degree is generally fixed, that either you are doing a BE or a BA or a BCom or a BBA or a BSc. In liberal studies, the degree is not fixed. So when you get into the college, you study 30 different subjects spread across arts, humanities, management, commerce, sciences, mathematics, performing arts, and so on. Once you've explored these subjects, then you take up a major subject and a minor subject. And if you take a major subject related to humanities, you get a degree which is BA honors. Major subject related to management, you get BBA honors. Major subject related to commerce, you get BCom honors. And the major subject related to science, you get a BSc honors. Who is the right candidate for such sort of a program? Somebody who is a combination of academic people and practical orientation, inclination towards reading, writing, interest to explore different subjects, and somebody who is very self-motivated kind of a child. Any child from 10+2, any combination of subjects can join liberal studies. Since this is a newer concept, there are approximately 30 universities in India, which most of them are private, which offer programs in liberal studies. And most of them have their own entrance test, followed by essay writing, followed by personal interview. Next is mass communication. Again, if you're a combination of academic people and practical orientation, you have very strong inclination towards reading, writing, questioning. You have interest in digital world, photography, filmmaking, and obviously you have the ability to work on different stories. Then you can go for a 3-year BA, BMC, BMM, BJMC, BSc, or an integrated 5-year journalism and mass communication program. Eligibility is 10+2 any stream. Most of the universities which are good in India will take students through their own entrance exams. Many other colleges will take students based on 12th marks. Coming to medicine and surgery, again, which is very common. If you are a combination of academic and practical orientation, your inclination towards zoology and life sciences, interest in reading and retaining, and you have the ability to work, then you can obviously go for an MBBS. You can go for a dentistry, BDS, and you can also go for any of the 4-5 areas of Ayush, that is Ayurvedic medicine, Yogic medicine, Unani medicine, Siddh medicine, and homeopathic medicine. Eligibility criteria you all know is 10+2 PCB, and the common entrance exam for all of them is National Entrance Cum Eligibility Test, NEET, NEET. Getting into paramedical sciences, if you have taken B group, but you feel you're not that academically inclined, you're more practically and people oriented, then although you have inclination towards biology, which is required, you have interest in practical application, and you have the ability to physically work, paramedical sciences could be a very good option. You can go for BSc in multiple areas like anesthesia, cardiovascular, critical care, dialysis, exercise and sports, health information, medical imaging, medical laboratory, medical record, neuroscience, nuclear medicine, operation theater, ophthalmic, perfusion, radiotherapy, respiratory, trauma care, X-ray, or you can go for bachelor in optometry, occupational therapy, pharmacy, or physiotherapy. Candidate with 10+2 PCB can join this. Mostly institutions will give you admission based on 12th marks. Few top colleges in the country would expect you to appear for an entrance exam, which include All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Armed Forces Medical College, JIPMER, SVNIR, TAR, and so on. Next is performing art. As you all know, there are 3 kinds of performing arts: singing, dancing, and acting. If you're a very strongly practical oriented child, you have inclination towards presentation observation, you have interest in any specific kind of art, and your physical stamina is good, then you can pursue a degree known as Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Performing Arts, or you can go for a BA program in dance, music, or acting. Eligibility is 10+2 any stream. Most of the institutions which offer admissions in the performing art courses assess the candidate on their skill towards that particular performing art through a skill assessment process. And then and only then they will induct you into a degree program. Coming to pure sciences, if you're a strongly academic oriented child, you have inclination towards maths, science, and research, you have interest in machines and gadgets, and you have the ability to sit for long hours, either researching or practically working, then you can go for a 3-year BSc program, or you can go for a 4-year BSc research program. Now, most of the colleges at state level who offer BSc programs will admit students based on 10+2 marks. Few institutions may take entrance exam for admission. Few may also take JEE main, NEET, or NEST, and so on. Coming to rehabilitation sciences, if you are again practical people-oriented child, you have inclination towards biology and research, you have interest in helping disabled or differently abled people, and you have the ability to physically work, then in rehabilitation sciences, you can do prosthetics and orthotics, audiology, speech language pathology, rehabilitation sciences, or special education and rehabilitation. There is a national level end exam which is conducted by the Rehabilitation Council of India, known as AIOAT. Beyond that, many of the private colleges may conduct their own exams. Eligibility criteria include 10+2 PCB or PCM combination. Next, coming to sports, if somebody is very strongly practical oriented, you have very strong inclination towards any particular sport, you have physical stamina, mental strength, and you are dedicated to build your career in the area of that particular sport, then you can go for a BA, BBA, BCom, BSc, or a BPES, that is Bachelor of Physical Education and Sports degree after 12th, where any child from 12th can get into. Most institutions who offer admissions in the sports related courses will conduct a sports proficiency test known as SPT, followed by a PFT, that is physical fitness test. Last but not the least is veterinary sciences. If you're very strongly academic and practical oriented child, you have inclination towards zoology, interest in dealing with animals, insects, birds, fishes, and you have the ability to work with them, then either you go for Bachelor of Veterinary Sciences and Animal Husbandry, or you go for Bachelor of Fishery Sciences, or you go for BSc in Fisheries. Eligibility criteria by and large would be 10+2 physics, chemistry, biology. There could be few colleges which take entrance exams like NEET, and there could be some states which conduct their own entrance exam for admission in veterinary and fishery sciences. Now, what if a candidate is not that much interested in carrying on with a mainstream academic course? Do we have some other options? Answer is yes. You can go for diploma after 12th based on your 12th marks in social sciences field, where you could specialize in cooperative management, Rajbhasha studies, social work, foreign language, international business, event management. Or in law field, you can become a diploma holder in taxation law, business corporate law, cyber law, intellectual property law, labor law, arbitration, conciliation, alternate dispute resolution. You can also do diploma program in hospitality area, where you can specialize in food production, food and beverages service, bakery, confectionery, front office operations, housekeeping. Paramedical field you can get into, where you can become auxiliary nursing midwifery, general nursing midwifery, naturopathy, pharmacy, yoga, or special education. If you're looking for a profession or a job after 12th, then you can become a commercial pilot. Beyond that, you can join Indian Army as a soldier, Indian Air Force as an airman, Indian Navy as a sailor, Indian Coast Guard as a navik, and or you can become an air steward or an air hostess. Finally, on behalf of iQue Ideas, I would like to thank our trustee ma'am. I would like to thank principal. I would like to thank Sangha sir, who have taken a lot of pain in making this session available and successful. If anybody seeks any personal career guidance, if you're still not sure what you're rightly meant for, or what had been the what orientation, aptitude, personality, interest you're rightly carved with, and what should be a further course of action, then you can connect with me for personal career counseling at 7600 888 111. Do not forget to put the Indian pin code, that is +91. Or you can follow me on social media, be it Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, or Instagram. My ID is iQue Mohit, that is IQUEMOHIT. As many of you would know, recently one of the books which I published looks like this. This book is a parent's handbook of careers after school in India. This book has been published by CBSE Delhi on their official website. So you can pick up the first link, or maybe, I'll send you a PDF format to Sanga sir. He can give it to you on that link. If you click, you can straight away go to the CBSE website and download that book, right? If you want to connect with me on Instagram and YouTube, these also links I will send to Sanga sir. He will send it to you. So I'll thank you once again, and I'll open the house for questions. Please feel free, put across your questions to me. I'll be very happy to answer your questions. I hope you all had a nice sleep. Sir, you need to unmute your. How was the sleep? No, sir. Okay. I could see some few of the young boys sitting on my left, going out, in, standing, sitting. I thought they were having a lot of itching somewhere.
Yes, I guess so.
Okay, since we all, rather not me, but you all have a very, I would say, precious time, let's quickly get on to questions. Please throw your questions so that I can, try my level best to answer your questions. Go ahead. I can see one hand up.
Sir, what if you want to study out of the, like, rather than India or any country?
You need to repeat the question. I could not hear it.
Okay, come in front, come in.
So what if we want to study like outside in India, not only
Okay.
India?
See, my dear boy, the verticals of education which I have shared with you, those vertical of education remain constant across the world. It does not matter whether you are studying in India or Singapore or Sri Lanka or Nepal, or you go to the US or Canada or Australia, anywhere. What only difference is that after you finish your grade 12, in India, you have separate set of entrance exam for which I think I have given you a lot of information. As far as international exams are concerned, either you will have to clear the English proficiency test, could be IELTS or a TOEFL TOEFL, and or along with that, depending on the course which you want to join, university which you want to join, you might have to either appear for SAT SAT exam or ACT ACT exam. Few universities may not even ask you for a SAT or an ACT. They may only ask you to appear for a language test, that is IELTS or TOEFL. Based on that, you can join. Only thing at grade 11 and 12 which is important for you is to understand and be clear with what course you want to do. Once your course becomes clear, then you fix up a country, then you figure out a university, then you check out what is their admission process. That is the method you will need to follow.
Sir, I have a question. It's me, Sanga. What about scholarships for especially Nepalese who wants to continue in India?
Let me give you, I get this question a lot. 2-3 days back, I was talking to kids in South Africa. I had been talking to kids in Bahrain, Qatar. See, one thing fundamentally you need to be very clear. Why and who will give you a scholarship? Somebody as a university or a higher education institution who sees some value in you will give you scholarship. Just because you're a Nepalese or you are an Indian or you are a Sri Lankan, you may not get a scholarship. So number one, you need to prove yourself different than your other applicants in virtue of your intelligence, intellect, scorecard, extra work which you have done. That is what is going to attract scholarship. Second thing, with scholarship always comes some kind of a bond. So there are universities who, if find you to be sufficiently intelligent, they would look forward to give you knowledge free of cost or on some scholarship, but then would also want you to work for their country or for a certain organization for certain number of years. Now, very simply speaking, for an ordinary child, if you want to go and study abroad, you are a revenue system for that country. Why would they give you scholarship? They know that you are coming from a foreign country because you're from another country, because that other country is unable to give you the level or the standard of education, and they know you are coming from a family which can afford international education. So in that case, scholarship is something which becomes a very, I would say, minuscule priority for those universities and those institutions. So in case you are looking for a scholarship, you need to systematically build your CV right from grade 9. I will repeat.
CV from grade 9.
You need to systematically build your CV right from grade 9. You need to have international publications. You need to have international book chapters writing. You need to have done some research. You need to have done some volunteering work. You need to have worked with some startup. You need to have obtained certain revenue. And above all, you need to have very good grade points. And my and your definition of very good may differ. So my benchmark of very good is anything less than 99% is bad.
Anything less than 99%. Competition is on, boys and girls.
Go ahead.
All right. All right, so so the thing is it all right if they reach out to you? I mean, like later on, if they have questions,
okay.
They can reach
so
out
what
to
you can do is, how many of you use Instagram, which is your favorite platform? Okay.
It's everyone.
It's everyone. So then you do one thing, you connect to me on Instagram and just put across your query on Instagram. I will answer you that, right? So let me quickly give you a screen share once again.
And so I can be in touch with you through WhatsApp, right?
Sir, absolutely no issues at all. You can be in touch with me on WhatsApp.
All right.
And for any of the requirement of these children.
Okay.
Okay. I hope you are able to see the screen. Okay. So my Insta ID is iQue Mohit. You can see here. iQue Mohit. This is my Insta ID. You can connect with me on Insta ID. You can punch across your question to me and I'll be happy to answer your question. And Sangha sir, another thing which I will do for these young children is one, I will send you two literatures. I will send you two literature. One is this literature, which is a Parents' Handbook of Careers After School. This contains information related to 22 higher education verticals, along with the list of colleges, ranking, admission processes, websites, as per new education policy. I'll give you another, I'll send you another literature, which contains details of entrance exams across 21 different verticals in India. Right? This you can share with the students. Let them go through it. It will give them a very strong understanding of what all verticals of education are available and what are the procedures. Post that, if they have any question, they can definitely get in touch with me on Instagram or maybe YouTube. They can follow me on YouTube. I have got a YouTube channel where, I keep posting a lot of videos related to various careers, and I'll be very happy to, even if they have some suggestion, I'll be very happy to make a video and post it on YouTube.
Sir, I am sure that they will reach out to you later. They are a little bit fidgety at the moment. So is it all right if we say goodbye at the moment?
Perfectly fine.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right,
I wish all the children all the very, very best. Thank you very much. Good God bless you all. And please feel free to connect with me. I'll be very happy to help you if I can.
Sure, sir. All right.
All right.
Take care.
Thank
Have a
you.
splendid
Good day to
day.
you. Bye, sir. Bye-bye.